Nick Saban will be coaching tonight in his, get this, 7th national championship game. He's won 5 of these things, and if he wins tonight, he'll tie the one and only Bear Bryant for the most titles by any college football coach ever. But none of that kept his old assistant and tonight's opposing coach, Kirby Smart, from saying Saban and the Tide get overlooked. Quote, I think it's kind of lost in the shuffle how well they have been able to compete at a high level for a long time, and it's almost taken for granted at times, close quote. Tony, do you agree with this nonsense that the sainted Nick Saban is taken for granted?
You know that I'm not a big fan of Nick Saban.
Yeah.
You know that I don't find him a sympathetic character. I think you have to separate yourself from Nick Saban and what is being said here. And I do find this realistic. I think that Nick Saban and Bill Belichick have been so great for so long, though God knows that at the Cleveland Browns, they weren't all that great. But they've been so great for so long that expectations are always at a premium level. It is believed that every time they put a team out there, that team is going to be great.
Isn't that the respect that we're talking about that Kirby Smart is saying doesn't exist?
These are, one hand washing the other in terms of respect and in terms of taken for granted. I think it's taken for granted that their teams will always be great.
I think that Nick Saban is appropriately and lavishly slurped. Every time he walks out of his front door, office or home, there's somebody saying he's the greatest thing this side of Bear Bryant.
Well, that's because
and he
is.
might tie Bear Bryant.
That's okay. Because he is.
But when it's acknowledged, he's making $11 million a year, Tony. That's more than Dabo's 8.5. Coach Kaki's 7
He
million.
ought to make the most. He's the best.
But he is.
Okay.
So when a guy is getting praised to death, paid to death, everything's about him is going to be a statue. What more would you have him have?
It doesn't mean that quality is taken for granted, isn't taken for granted, because I think, look, here's the problem he's got.
What?
And I don't think it's the worst problem in the world.
He didn't have any
if he goes 9-3, people go, what happened?
But he doesn't. He doesn't go 9-3.
That's right. And you take it for granted that he won't.
If he loses tonight, we're still going to say he's the best coach in college football.
Yes.
Ahead of Urban and Coach Kaki and Dabo and whoever else you want to toss out there.
Because if he loses tonight, he's still got 5. And if he wins tonight, he's got 6.
But that's called appreciation, Holmes.